Hello friends! Today I'm going to make body butter, and I think it's my favorite recipe right now. It's the creamiest, smoothest, best body butter ever. There are a lot of different kinds, but this one's great. It's mostly avocado butter, all organic. I also have sweet almond oil, but there are other different kinds of carrier oils that you can use. I've made it with grapeseed oil. You can use other things, but this particular recipe calls for either 4 ounces. I'm doing a double batch, so in this case 8 ounces. 8 ounces of either sweet almond or grapeseed or whatever kind of carrier oil that you want. But in my house, and I usually store this in my bathroom, so it gets a little warm in there and it melts. So what I've done is I have put in 4 ounces of sweet almond oil and 4 ounces of refined coconut oil that its melting point is 92 degrees. So it stays nice and firm. It doesn't, it's not organic, but it certainly is a lot better than anything you can get in the store. It still has all the vitamins, A, C, I can't remember how many, I think E, as regular coconut oil. It's just they've processed it so it has a higher melting point. Anyway, the other 2 ingredients are arrowroot flour, which in this particular recipe is 2 tablespoons, and vanilla essential oil. So I will include the recipe in the description box, but right now I need to heat this over the double boiler, and the next thing you'll see is it in its melted form. The oil has completely melted, and so my next step is to put it in the refrigerator. And it'll probably take a couple hours in the fridge, so I might stick it outside where it's 17 degrees. That'll speed it up a little. But it's really simple to make. We are on step 2 of basically 4. The avocado butter and oil mixture has been in the refrigerator for about 2 hours now, and it's now rapidly cooling off. I've already added in the vanilla essential oil. Make sure it's not just vanilla, because it will not emulsify with the rest of the oil. It'll be just kind of, because it's made out of basically alcohol and other vanilla byproducts, but this is essential oil so that it mixes in well. Anyway, I'm now going to add the arrowroot flour, and you can also use some cornstarch, but I prefer arrowroot because it's hard to get organic cornstarch, and I don't know, plus I've got it on hand. So what that does is that takes away some of the oiliness of the oil that's in the body butter. So that's why the arrowroot flour is added in. After this, I'll let it cool off a little bit more. Right now I can blend it in pretty easily, but it won't take long, maybe 30 minutes now to set up so that I can put it on the stand mixer and whip it. I decided to speed up the process and stuck this outside where it's 13 degrees on the 19th of January 2025, where it's supposed to be a whopping 7 degrees Fahrenheit tomorrow for a high. Anyway, my next step is to whip this up. I'll probably have to put it back outside for a little bit to make it so it's a little bit whippier, get a little more air in it, and then the next time you'll see me, they will be in the jars. Before I put the body butter in the containers, I kind of wanted to show you the consistency. I like it to be almost like whipped cream, whip it up that much and it peaks just like a meringue or whipped cream. Here you have it. It's a yield of about 7.5 jars, 8-ounce jars. I switched over from these plastic jars to glass because I don't know whether there's microplastics in that little plastic jar. I like them better because they're a little wider, but these will work just fine. And as usual, I made little labels that have the ingredients on them. Now what I'll do with these is I'll put them in the fridge so that they'll set up really nice, and then give them away. Keep a couple for myself though. But listen, if I can do this, anyone can.